Salams and welcome. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the Quran in English Basics for Beginners. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Surah 38, verse number 71. Behold, your Lord said to the angels, I am about to create man from clay. So the Quran is confirming and stating without a shadow of a doubt that human beings have been created by God. Human beings haven't come from apes or chimpanzees or monkeys. If anybody feels or believes that a monkey or an ape or a chimpanzee is their great-grandfather, that's fine. We don't have any problem with them. All that we are telling them is to rethink their falsehood or their misguidance, because someone has misguided them. And it is usually the elite forces, the wealthy, super elite, wealthy people who are worshippers of money, and they are worshippers of the devil, who want to confuse the brains of people. And the way they want to have world domination and world control is by controlling the thoughts of people. And that is why they are pushing the agenda, the LGBTQ agenda. They are pushing the evolution agenda. They are pushing the agenda that no, don't listen to Islam, for the simple reason because Islam is talking about the truth. The word Islam means peace. But the elite of the elite, the ones who worship money, the satanic worshippers, they don't like Islam because they don't like peace. Even though they are saying they want peace, but they in fact love warfare. Because it is only during times of warfare that they make money. They don't like it when their missiles and bombs are accumulating in their storerooms and in their warehouses, because then they're not making money. It's collecting dust. So when their weapons are collecting dust, there's no money to be made. So then they will find an excuse for war so that they can start using their old stock of weapons and start manufacturing new weapons and thereby give jobs to the unemployed people. But they will give excuses as to why a war is necessary by making falsehood, like, for example, no, there's human rights abuses in that country, or no, that country is going to destroy us, no, we don't want this or we don't want that. But they cannot deceive the Creator Supreme, they cannot deceive God. And basically, this is what has happened to human beings. God created human being as the most outstanding of His creatures, of His creations. Why? For the simple reason of the amazing human brain that God has given human beings. And God then told all the angels to prostrate to this amazing human being. God taught him knowledge, the names of everything, taught him vocabulary, taught him about curiosity, taught him how to use his intelligence, taught him how to use the resources of the earth to then manufacture cars and planes and trains and cell phones and laptops and all of that. God taught man everything. And because of the amazing human being, and God breathed some of His Spirit into him, and He told all the angels to prostrate to this amazing creature that has been created with honor and dignity. All the angels prostrated, trillions and trillions of angels prostrated, except one, whose name is Iblis or Satan or Shaitan or the devil or Lucifer. He was very upset on that day. He's got three qualities that we as human beings or we as believers must stay away from, and it is simple to remember them. Remember the word ACE, A-C-E. A stands for arrogance, C stands for comparison, E stands for envy. Arrogance and haughtiness. When God commanded him, the devil was arrogant and haughty. He refused to bow down. The second one is C, is comparison. He said, I am made out of fire. This creature is made out of sand and water. Fire is more powerful than water, so why must I bow down to him? And number three is envy. The devil was very, very jealous that why did all the trillions of angels bow down to mankind? They should have bowed down to him, the devil. So because of that, he deceived human beings. God gave mankind, Adam and Eve, paradise for free. God told them you can enjoy paradise. We don't know how long they enjoyed paradise. The Quran does not mention that. They could have enjoyed it for a year, 10 years, 1,000 years, 1,000,000 years. It does not matter. We don't know the time in which they enjoyed paradise. But eventually the devil got them out of there through deception and deceit. He pretended to be their friend and he made them break the command of God. So God, now because the devil deceived human beings, God has now condemned the devil to hell. But the devil or Satan, Iblis, is very intelligent. So he knows that God is most merciful. So he tells God, please give me a chance till the day when they are resurrected again. Now look how intelligent the devil is. He even knows that there is a day of resurrection. He knows there's a day of judgment, whereas some believers, at least some human beings, don't even believe in that. Some human beings, sadly, like atheists or people with disbelievers, they don't even believe in a day of judgment or a day of resurrection, whereas the devil himself believes in it. Can you imagine the difference? So look how far deceived are other people. So God in his mercy then sent everyone to the planet Earth, but now human beings cannot return to paradise for free. Now you got to earn your way back to paradise. And because there was no suffering or pain in paradise, now on the planet Earth, you're going to experience pain, you're going to experience suffering and dementia and heart attack and cancer and diabetes and rheumatism. People are going to betray you and stab you in the back, and you're going to have to earn your livelihood. In paradise, you don't have to earn your livelihood. You got houses for free, cars for free, servants for free, food for free, everything was for free. But we did not appreciate it because we got it on a silver platter. But now we need to have a taste of suffering and a taste of evil. Because evil is perpetuated by Satan or Shaitan or the devil. And evil will only prevail till the day of judgment, because that is when the devil will then be thrown into jail. And the minute the devil is thrown into jail, that is when evil will stop on the planet Earth. But God has created human beings as his vicegerents. That means as a symbol of goodness. So it is our duty as believers, or our duty as human beings, that whenever we see any evil or any wrong or any mischief, then we need to speak out against it, and we need to remove the evil with goodness. And very famously, there's a famous quotation that evil prevails when good people do nothing. So as human beings, we cannot just sit back and do nothing, right? So let's continue this. Behold, your Lord said to the angels, I am about to create man from clay. When I have fashioned him in due proportion and breathed into him of my spirit, fall you down in obeisance unto him. So the angels prostrated themselves, all of them together, trillions and trillions and trillions of angels. Not so Iblis. Iblis, Satan or Shaitan or the devil or Lucifer. Not so Iblis. He was haughty and became one of those who reject faith. Allah said, O Iblis, what prevents you from prostrating yourself to one whom I have created with my hands? Are you haughty? Or are you one of the high and mighty ones? So remember that Islam teaches us to be humble. We cannot be arrogant. And one of the danger of the wealthy people, especially you see this Western nations, and you see it so many times on movies and so many other areas as well, Western nations, or those who don't believe in a creator supreme, they attract the qualities of the devil and they become very, very arrogant. And arrogance is a quality of the devil. And sadly, even some politicians, the minute you elect someone into power, that person can even be a junior member of parliament or even a premier or a mayor or a local ward councillor, that person will become arrogant and haughty. What they are failing to understand is because they are now becoming like the devil himself. Because arrogance is the quality of the devil. So the believers are those who are humble and not arrogant. Iblis said, I am better than he. You created me from fire, and him you created from clay. Allah said, then get you out from here, for you are rejected, accursed. And my curse shall be on you till the day of judgment. Iblis said, the devil said, O my Lord, give me then a respite till the day the dead are raised. Now look at this. The devil himself knows and believes in the resurrection of the dead. The devil himself knows that God has got the ability to bring the dead back to life. And that is why it is so sad to see some atheists or some human beings and some intelligent scientists who don't believe and they cannot understand how God can raise people back to life again after they are decomposed. Whereas even the devil believes in that. So imagine how far away from the truth are these intelligent scientists and atheists. Many of them are good people, but they have been deceived by the devil or Lucifer, which is quite sad. Allah said, respite then is granted you till the day of the time appointed, and no one can escape the appointment on that day. Iblis said, then by your power I will put them all in the wrong, except your servants among them, sincere and purified by your grace. Allah said, then it is just and fitting. And I say, what is just and fitting? That I will certainly fill hell with you and those that follow you, everyone. Stay well, look after yourself. Please don't delay. Get a copy of the Quran today. Alhamdulillah.